Hi, Rachel's right. I used to write for the Disney Channel, and that's the last pleasant thing I'm going to say. How fun. I went home for the holidays, which is always such a huge fucking mistake. Oh, good, your family suck too? Good, I bet you mine's worse. I'll prove it. My mom and dad used to be married, and my stepmom and stepdad used to be married, and then both couples got a divorce, and my dads married each other's wives. Yeah, my life's like an episode of Wife Swap that just won't fucking end! You guys remember Wife Swap? I can't forget it. If you've never seen it, here's how it works. A producer in Hollywood would find a couple who was mildly unhappy. They'd find another couple who was mildly unhappy, and they'd switch spouses. And they'd come over to the new spouse and be like, oh, it's way worse over here. And they'd go back to their old spouse with renewed vigor. That's my life, except for my parents switched like, it's way worse over here. All right, let's stay like this. Fuck our kids. Isn't that fun? I thought it was normal growing up. I thought, like, this is true. I thought if you wanted to get a divorce, you had to find another couple that wanted to get a divorce. Because it was till death do you part, didn't matter to who. You were just married. To me, I was young when it happened, so to me it was like Pokemon cards. You have them, you're never going to give them away, but you'll fucking trade for a sick deal. I found out in the second grade that maybe my family's a bit different. Here's how. On a Monday, our teacher assigned the whole class to make a family tree out of cardboard. We had a whole week to do it, and I came back on Friday like stoked. I really worked hard because this is before I gave up. And I started looking at the other kids, and mine looked way different. Like the other kids, basically their parents were the trunk, and it came up, and then all of their siblings and themselves were the branches. And we had to do it in front of class, and mine was like that, except for mine had like two trunks that sort of just mashed in the middle for no reason, and like branches connected to both parts and nothing at all. And I explained it in front of the class, and the teacher gave me an F. And I had to stay after class and be like, no, this is a very real depiction of my family. And she gave me an A, and I gave her a tissue, and I said, stop crying, I'm going to be okay. Why do people... Very high-pitched. Why do people say sucks dick to mean something bad? You guys ever hear that? I was hanging out with my brother over the holiday. We went to a bar, and after like 45 minutes, he's like, let's get out of here. This place sucks dick, which makes no sense to me. Every single person I know in my life that sucks dick is an absolute treasure. Every time I get my dick sucked, it's awesome. And I mean awesome in the same way that a youth pastor means awesome. Just like awesome. Just like standing in front of a bunch of teenagers talking about the Lord's love, their hands held high, on fire for the Lord. Awesome. I mean like, our God is an awesome God, he reigns. But on my penis, it's awesome. And then people are like, that sucks dick. It doesn't make sense. I think it's time we rebrand the phrase. Here's what you can do. Next time you go to a party, let's say it's your friend's party, let's say it's your friend's housewarming party, and you're there and you're having a fun time. And your friend comes up to you and they're like, hey, what do you think of the party? Having a good time. What do you think of my new place? Oh man, this place sucks dick. They're gonna be like, what? And you're like, I just mean, I like being in here. It's warm. Anytime you invite me over, I'll come. Unless I'm too drunk, then I'm not going to come. Thank you. I love when people are like, that's stupid. Thank you. One time I did that joke in front of my grandmother. I didn't know she was coming to the show. I'm not a monster. No one told me. She just showed up. And after the show, I went up to her and I was so embarrassed. I was like, Grandma, I didn't know you were going to be here at the show. Just my head, tail between my legs. I'm so sorry. I would have written a new act had I known you were coming. And she looked at me and she grabbed my hand. And she said, it's okay. And I was like, no, seriously, like, I'm embarrassed. She's like, no. Before I met your grandfather, I used to suck a lot of dick. She said that shit to my face. And then we became best friends. And I'm not... I have a question, too, and I didn't ask this, and I should have. She's dead now. I told that story at her funeral. We'll get to that. She said that. She said, before I met your grandfather, I used to suck a lot of dick. And then I was like, well, why'd you stop when you met Grandpa? What a weird fucking thing. And yes, I did tell that at her funeral, and it didn't go over as well as it went over with you guys. It went way better. My family is fucked up. All right, guys, that's my time. I really mean this when I say this. You guys really suck dick. Thanks so much for coming out.